that the budget speech mentioned only 2 states and it did not mention other states. Yesterday in the Lok Sabha too, I addressed this matter, sir. I wanted to highlight the fact that total resources allocated to transfer to the states in BE 24-25 is 22,91,182 crores, and that's an increase of 4,93,645 crores over the last year. So, transfer to the states are going unhindered as per the recommendation of the Finance Commission, and I'll further elaborate that when I come to some of the members who have raised questions in particular on that topic. So, sir, in this respect, again, the threat to cooperative federalism issue has been raised by several honourable members, inclusive of former Finance Minister Chidambaram, Jawahar Sirkar, N.R. Elango, Shri Honourable Member Shanmugam, C.V. Shanmugam, and also Muhammad Abdullah. So there are many members who have raised this. And on that, sir, if the inference is that I've spoken about only 2 states and left the others out, it means monies are not even going to those states, is an immediate propaganda after the budget was presented in the House, which was taken up in a big way by the NDA alliance. It can't be India alliance here. NDA alliance, or say I.N.D.I.A. NDA alliance. Sir, therefore, what is the last A for? How can it be India alliance?
Mr.
India
Chidambaram.
alliance.
Mr. Chidambaram, not while sitting. Please, you are a very senior member. Please, and maintain order. She is not yielding.
Sir, if only 2 states were named and others were not, I just want to highlight what happened in the earlier budgets, which were presented by Congress-led UPA. Sir, in the interim budget of 2009-10, only Bihar and Uttar Pradesh were mentioned. All right, they came back to power in 2009-10. Did they increase it? Yes, they increased it. To how many? To 8. Rest 20 states were not even mentioned. Are they clearly going to have to admit now that they did not send any money to 20 states because they didn't mention it in the speech? So, I went back to reading every one of them, sir. 2004-5, only 11 states were mentioned, 17 were not. 10 were mentioned in the next one, 18 were not. So like that, I can go on saying, does that mean during their time, for those states which they did not mention, they didn't send anything to their other states? No, even that wasn't true. They sent money to all states, but only chose to speak about some states. If that is true for them, but it can't be true for me, is it? Protest outside the parliament, say, oh, other states are being ignored. What a deliberate attempt to mislead people. And I condemn that. Sir, I'll just highlight this point, sir. On agriculture allocations. Agriculture allocation has come down, was the allegation, and also a statement made. Several members have spoken on that. Shri Randeep Surjewala ji, Raghav Chadda ji, Rajni Patel ji, Sanjay Yadav ji, and Manoj Kumar Jha ji. I want to highlight, sir, that the budget allocation in 2013-14 for agriculture and farmers' welfare was only 21,934 crores, whereas 24-25 it has increased to 1.23 lakh crores, over 5.5 times in a decade. PM Kisan, sir, about which I'll also mention a bit later, more than 3.24 lakh crores has been disbursed to over 11 crore farmers. Institutional credit as a target for agriculture has increased more than 2.5 times since 2014-15, from 8 lakh crores to 20 lakh crores. Interest subsidy, which are given to farmers through Kisan Credit Card, has increased 2.4 times. Has increased 2.4 times since 2014-15, from 6,000 crores to 14,252 crores. KCC now covers animal husbandry and fisheries also. Small and marginal farmers, the number of accounts which are opened for them and they avail agricultural loan has grown from 57% in 2014-15 to 76% in 23-24. Sir, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana was launched in 2016 to provide crop insurance coverage to farmers, and more than 1.5 lakh crores has been dispersed till today to the farmers. Agri-Infra Fund, sir, was launched under Atmanirbhar Bharat package to address existing infrastructure gaps and mobilize investments. More than 35,200 crores have been sanctioned for 48,000 projects under the Agri-Infra Fund. So the money collected, although as a cess, much against the allegation which is levied on us, saying cess money you retain. No, it is getting spent for, here in this case, for agriculture infrastructure creation. More than 23 crore soil health cards have been distributed to farmers, which provides farmers with the nutrient status of their soil and its composition. 1.8 crore farmers and 2.53 lakh traders have been registered on the eNAM portal, which is a national agriculture marketing place. In the last 10 years, more than 11 lakh crore have been spent to provide fertilizers to farmers at affordable prices. Government has also formulated agricultural export policy in 2018 in the country for the first time. This has led to agricultural exports reaching up to 4 lakh crores of rupees. A separate Department of Fisheries has been set up in 2019 and assisting farmers with schemes worth more than 38,000 crores, which have been implemented in the fisheries sector, due to which fish production has increased from 95 lakh metric tons to 175 lakh metric tons, almost double in the last 10 years. Sir, this is where this insurance-related point which I said earlier, I have to repeat. In its 2004 election manifesto, the Congress party promised to implement a comprehensive crop insurance scheme. However, it was not till the NDA, which came to power under Prime Minister Modi, Fasal Bima Yojana was implemented. They could have done it during their time, but no, it waited for a manifesto. But that was 2004 manifesto, and they had 10 years after that. They did not do anything on that. The Congress said it would examine the feasibility of direct income support to farmers. However, it was not till 2019 when Prime Minister Modi gave PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. They state things in their manifesto. It lies in the manifesto. No, they don't implement when they come to power. The failure of their flagship scheme, which is the loan waiver scheme of 2008, has been, I've mentioned this several times. I'm not taking the time of the August House, but the loan waiver scheme was not even fully implemented. In fact, many of the farmers were not given certificate that they've cleared their dues and everything, so that after that they can go and procure the loan from the banks because without the certificates, bank wouldn't give. 38% farmers hadn't been given the certificate, and they are sitting, loan waiver gaya, loan nahi mila abhi. That is the halat, that is the careless and laid-back fashion with which a sensitive subject like loan waiver had been handled by Congress party. Sir, on health and education, Honorable Member Sanjeev Arora, Sujit Kumar, and also Sagarika Ghosh had raised question. National health policy of NDA targeted only 2.5% of the GDP on health sector. So total allocation under health increased from 88,000 in 23-24 to 89,000 crores in 24, 89,287 crores in 24-25. PM Swasth Suraksha Yojana, under that 15 new All India Institutes of Medical Sciences have been approved, of which 9 projects have been completed starting from 2014. In 10 years, 9 new All India Institute of Medical Sciences have been completed, whilst total of 15 have been given sanction. Similarly, sir, 17 government medical college institutes have been approved, of which 10 projects have been completed. So attention given to health in different forms is what I want to lay before you for the consideration of the House. Sir, PM Jan Arogya Yojana, 34.28 crore Ayushman Bharat cards were issued, 94,225 crores have been authorized for hospital admissions. So the out-of-pocket expense of patients are all being brought down because of the various measures which have been taken out. Under Mission Indradhanush, cumulative total number of children vaccinated is 5.42 crores. Cumulated total number of pregnant women vaccinated is 1.31 crores. So the Pradhan Mantri Dialysis, National Dialysis Program, sir, has been implemented in 748 districts at 1,485 centers, and it deploys 10,077 hemodialysis machines. A total of 23.33 lakh patients have availed of this facility of dialysis. 2.7 crore hemodialysis sessions have been held as of 30th April 2024. 10,000 PM Jan Aushadhi Kendras have been opened, and they provide 30 to 80% cheaper medicines, and medical equipments are also being made available, sir. Sir, on unemployment, several members have spoken. Randeep Surjewala ji, Raghav Chadda, Sanjay Yadav ji, P. Chidambaram ji, Jawahar Sirkar ji, Surjit Kumar, and also Sagarika Ghosh ji. Sir, first of all, I'd like to present before you that our policy is to make youth competent, saksham. For that, we also have brought in this time a package of 5 schemes providing employment in 3, and 1 for skilling and 1 for internship. This package, we hope, together with also 48 crore mudra loans worth 25 lakh crore which have been dispersed, where now we want to increase the 10 lakh limit to 20 lakh. All these put together, we expect there will be a big difference in terms of skilling and internship and for job creation. But the UPA era jobless growth is something which we cannot forget. It hurt India's youth the most because RBI's CLEMS data showed that the total employment declined from 47.2 crores in 2012-13 to 47 crore in 2013-14. And the only period of decline, that remains to be the only period of decline recorded since 1981-82. So when it is declined there, to recover from that, even during the period, not much was done. Formal employment also was badly hit during UPA, especially in the formal manufacturing sector. The annual survey of industries, which is issued by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, showed a sharper percentage decline than ever seen during the worst of COVID pandemic. So even during COVID pandemic, that is not the kind of decline we saw as was seen during UPA's time. So, sir, on the employment, our facts which are given by the PLFS, Periodic Labour Force Survey, shows that the labour market indicators for persons of age 15 years and above have steadily improved from 17-18 to 22-23. Labour force participation has also increased from 49.8% in 17-18 to 57.9% in 22-23. Women's labour force participation has risen to 37% in 22-23 from 23.3% in 17-18. The unemployment rate has declined from 6% in 2017-18 to a low of 3.2% in 22-23. Youth unemployment, that is the age between 15 to 29, has declined sharply from 17.8% in 17-18 to 10% in 22-23. Sir, this is the annual periodic labour force survey report which is given this. And further to reinforce the fact, the SBI research report July 2024, India created 12.5 crore jobs during 14 to 23 compared to 2.9 crores created between 2004 and 14. So the distinct increase in the jobs created during the 10 years under Prime Minister Modi's leadership has to be highlighted, sir. In the last decade, the employability of Indian youth has increased sharply, rising from less than 34% in 2014 to over 51% in 2024, and will further improve it through the PM's package on employment and skilling. So inflation. There's been a lot of discussion on that, sir. I'd like to give the data and also differentiate between the inflation which was present during UPA and our approach towards dealing with inflation now, so that we can see how inflation has been handled both under the UPA and the NDA. So we saw double-digit high inflation period under the UPA because of the policies which were reckless and inappropriate policies were taken on one hand, and inept measures to control inflation on the other. Domestic inflation. So this is a very important statement, sir. Domestic inflation used to be higher than the global average. That is very significant to be noticed. Post the global financial crisis of 2008, UPA government took stimulus measures to boost the economy. The problem arose, and I'm sorry I have to say this, when economists who are repeatedly quoted to us saying, reputed economists, you're not that, when leaders of that stature did not know when and how to withdraw the stimulus which was brought in after the global financial crisis, did not know when to and how to withdraw the stimulus, leading to a high double-digit inflation between 2009 and 13. High fiscal deficit as a result, and debt as a result, crowding out private investment. Sir, between January 2012 and April 2014, retail inflation was more than 9% in 22 out of the 28 months. So let's understand the gravity of this inflation, which we have noticed during that time. No supply-side measures were effectively taken in those days, and as a result, relief, even partial relief, was not available for the consumers. UP inherited a very stable macroeconomic environment. Atalji, when his term was over in 2004, had left behind a very strong Indian economy. Inflation was only at 3.8% from 99 to 2000 and to 2003-04. Comparatively, average annual inflation rose to 8.1% between 2004-05 and 2013-14. Where is 3.8% and where is 8.1%, sir? That's their record on inflation handling. High fiscal deficit, decreased prioritization of capital expenditure, and that contributed to sustained high inflation, averaging double digits. For example, sir, India's inflation averaged at 10.1% January to April 2013, compared to the average of 3.9% across all the emerging markets. If emerging markets are countries where we can compare ourselves, they were only at 3.9%, whereas you had UPA keeping our inflation at 10.1%. So, whereas, to contrast this with our period, over the last decade, sir, India's average inflation was only 5.1%, lower than the 5.8% average among the emerging economies. So we are close to it and even lesser than the average of the emerging economies' inflation. That is the difference between UPA's handling of inflation and India's handling of inflation. Sir, Congress means mehengai is something the common man knows as well, because the common man's slogan used to be and continues to be Congress aayi, mehengai lai. This has been the parlance of the normal people. So, Congress matlab mehengai. Sir, I want to
आपको क्या बोलना है? आपका अचीवमेंट क्या है? आपका फिजिकल अचीवमेंट क्या है? आपका फाइनेंशियल अचीवमेंट क्या है?
Sir. Okay, sir. Please, sir. Honorable Finance Minister. Honorable Finance Minister, please. Sir, sir. Sir, Honorable Leader of the Opposition, sir. 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 Minister. Sir, please. She is not yielding, sir. She is not yielding.
okay, I'll leave.
Sir, she is not yielding.
Okay,
Sir, sir. Yielded. Okay.
रख के क्या करना चाहिए?
ठीक है. Yes. रुकिए. I hope, sir, there will be peace, calm, and camaraderie in the house, sir.
माननीय सभापति जी, अभी जो एलओपी ने विषय उठाया कि आप अपनी बात करिए और कांग्रेस के ज़माने की बात ना करिए, ये जब भी बजट की चर्चा होती है तो वो हमेशा कंपैरेटिव टर्म्स में होती है, हमेशा हमको बताना पड़ता है।
Please. No. You had all the right to say so. नहीं, what is it, Nasir? You had all the right to, please, no, I don't appreciate it. Sorry, I don't appreciate. No, don't appreciate.